Welcome back, everyone, to Whitney's World. Okay, I want to talk about a subject that one of my listeners actually asked me to talk about. So we're going to jump into it. I'm super pumped to talk to you guys about this. And this subject, what we're going to talk about is how to get out of a bad mood, how to shift your energy from a bad mood to a positive mood. I know that being in a bad mood is like the worst. Like, we really want to live our lives and be as happy as possible, though we cannot always be happy. We absolutely can strive to be happy as much as possible. So, a bad mood is a temporary state where someone feels unhappy, irritable, frustrated without a specific reason, or it's from reacting to certain situations. Okay, so let me just talk about reacting really quick. When you start to go on your self-development journey, everyone will tell you that reacting is such a low frequency. A lot of people, especially because I'm a podcaster and a YouTuber, I listen to a lot of YouTubers and podcasters. And so a lot of people will talk about how they do not give into the people, the trolls, and how a lot of them have had to really grow into that because people can be very mean. And a lot of these people are not even people, they're robots. And so a lot of people talk about the way to stay in your power is to not react. When negative situations happen, when negative people are trying to get you to react, the best thing to do is to stand in your power and not give them a reaction. Like, literally, that's everything. So if your bad mood is being caused by someone outside of you, I really want you to focus on yourself and really focus on not being reactive towards people and towards situations, because when you react, you're literally giving your power away. And most people that are trying to trigger you are probably narcissists, and they want to get under your skin. They want to frustrate you and upset you. So when you stand in your power and you're like, no, I'm not being triggered by you, and you don't react to them, it flips the script on them. And then they have to look in the mirror and be like, oh, well, I didn't get the reaction I was expecting. So what the hell? And so it makes them look at themselves because they were expecting you to freak out and flip the lid, and you didn't. You're like, I don't care what you have to say. You're not getting a reaction out of me. I know who I am. You're not going to trigger me. Literally. And it is crazy how like those situations happen. So anyway, if you're in a bad mood because of someone else, really focus on not being triggered by them. That's like literally self-empowerment 101. Okay. Also, a bad mood can manifest as being annoyed or pessimistic or even being tired. Obviously, if you're tired and you're lethargic, go take a nap. Literally. Like, we run ourselves so fucking ragged. We run ourselves to the ground, and we wonder why we're not happy, we're grumpy, we're in a bad mood, we don't enjoy life, because we have been programmed to think that we have to keep going. Like, we're not machines, we're human beings. So if you are tired, take a nap, lay down. You know, for me, it was really hard for me to lay down because I sell real estate, and what if someone needs me? And I always had literally this guilt that if I missed someone's phone call and I was sleeping, that was unacceptable because I needed to nap. That's crazy. If you need to take a nap, go rest. Like, did you know I went to Greece last year, and I think it's from 4 to 5, or maybe it's from 3 to 4. Every restaurant shuts down and everyone goes home and takes a nap. Like, that's what they do. in the old world. We're in the new world. So if you're tired, take a nap. That will get you out of your bad mood. You get to reset. When you sleep, your conscious mind turns off. And when you wake up, you're like anew. Even if you slept for 20 minutes. If you are overthinking or you just need to, like, let's say you're really angry at someone, go take a nap. Because literally it shuts your conscious mind off and it gives you like a chance to like go again. Okay. So unlike persistent feelings as far as depression, anxiety, or like really deep sadness, a bad mood typically doesn't last long. So it can pass with rest, positive interactions, and sometimes just time. So give yourself some time. Be patient with yourself. You're a human being. You have a lot on your shoulders. So give yourself a break. Like, you deserve it. Just chill out. Okay, so some common causes for being in a bad mood is obviously stress. Stress is not good. Being overwhelmed, lack of sleep, physical discomfort, unmet expectations or disappointments, which expectations is like a whole nother episode, because I really feel like the only person that you can expect something from is yourself. So if you have expectations of someone else, like, first of all, you're putting them on your pedestal, which you need to be on. And people can't read your mind. So I don't know. I just think expectations is such a hard thing to expect. Like, when you expect someone to do something and they don't, that puts you in a bad mood. So it's better to just not expect things from people. And like my mom, actually, we talked about this and she doesn't like that. She thinks that you should have expectations of people, especially like in a relationship, in the sense of, she was saying like, you obviously don't expect them to hurt your feelings. Like, yes, of course not. But when it comes to, I don't know, like you expected them to bring you flowers on Friday because maybe they typically do that and then this week they didn't. You expecting that let you down because now the flowers didn't come because maybe they didn't have time or maybe they didn't feel good. So anyway, that's just kind of whatever. I think it's best to just not have expectations of people, in my opinion, as best as you can, obviously. I mean, you don't want people to treat you like trash, of course, but I don't know. That's just my opinion. Negative thoughts and worries, that absolutely can affect your bad mood. So shifting focus to things you enjoy and practicing mindfulness can really help you. Something that I learned early on in my personal development journey was Abraham Hicks. If you guys have not heard of her, you should look her up on YouTube. She always talks about following your joy. Like, follow the things that make you feel good, that bring you happiness, and don't focus on everything else. So for me, for a while, I actually stopped going to like the actual gym because I realized that there were so many dudes in there and I just felt so closed in. And so I started to go rollerblading. I did beach volleyball. I have this beautiful like park nature preserve by my house. So I would go there. And that's what I started to really focus on things that made me feel good. And I stopped going to the gym for a while because I started to resent the gym. And when she said that, I was like, that makes sense. I'm constantly going to the gym that I don't want to go to because I have to work out. And then when I'm there, I'm like irritated. So you're not even giving your body a good workout because you're annoyed that you're there. It's putting you in a bad mood. And so I just started to shift it up, change it up. And I started to do things outside. And that really helped me. Now I go to the gym like 3 times a week and I love it. And I like to sit in sauna. But really start to be conscious of what are some things that can give you positivity. And stop doing things that don't make you feel good because you are counteracting the gym and your workout when the whole time you're there resenting it. It's like you're push pulling. So You're not even giving yourself the workout you need, because in your mind, you're like, I hate this. I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. I'd rather be at home. And instead, go on a walk. Walking is so good for you. Literally, go to yoga. I love yoga. Okay. So let's talk about pessimism for a minute, because pessimism is like a new word that I really like. And pessimism is a mindset where someone tends to expect negative outcomes or focus on the potential downside of situation. A pessimistic person generally believes that things will go wrong or that challenges are unlikely to improve. This outlook can affect how someone approaches challenges, relationships, and even their own goals, often making them more cautious or doubtful of positive possibilities. Okay. If you are a pessimistic person, you've got to focus on your mind, because everything I teach is mindset, manifestation. And if you are pessimistic, expecting shit to go wrong, that shit's going to go wrong. You cannot be a pessimistic person and also be manifesting your best life. It doesn't work. You are literally counteracting things. So if you are in a bad mood, let's say right now, you're just like really in a bad mood with life and shit just keeps happening to you, you really have to become conscious of your thoughts. And you need to throw pessimism as far as you can, because this constant negative thinking of outcomes and focusing on the potential downside of things is literally not good for you. You are not going to be able to grow and evolve if you are constantly a pessimistic person thinking that shit always goes wrong for you and with you. That is like the opposite of the lucky girl syndrome. I haven't talked about lucky girl syndrome yet, but I am going to talk about that. Don't be a pessimistic person. Like, you're so much better than that. You're way more of a creator than that. You don't need to think about how things are going to go wrong. You need to always be thinking about how things are working out for you. Like, everything works out for me. I'm the luckiest girl in the world. The universe is just always bringing me good. I'm so thankful for everything in my life. Like, you need to switch from pessimism to positivity, because that is how you're going to get out of a bad mood. You are going to swing the other way by pulling yourself out. No one can pull you out. Only you can do this. This is a conscious effort of pulling yourself out of a bad mood. The opposite of pessimism is being an optimistic person. You might see a new job opportunity as exciting and rewarding, and a pessimistic person may worry that the new job is going to bring stress and potential failures, and oh my God, what if I don't like the people there, and oh my gosh, like I don't know if I'm going to get the lunch break that I want or whatever. Out with the old, in with the new. We're optimistic. Being optimistic is how you're going to get yourself out of a bad mood. Okay. I have 8 steps for you girls and guys of how to get yourself out of a bad mood. Step 1, shift your focus with a change of scenery. Now, this could look like rearranging your house. This could look like moving your pictures around, your furniture. You really need to change the energy around yourself. Again, I talked about this earlier, but maybe go on a nature walk, maybe go rollerblade, get a bike, do something you don't normally do, change it up. You have stagnant energy that needs to be moved around. This is why I love purging your closet, spring cleaning, getting rid of stuff that you don't wear, getting rid of old makeup, throwing shit away, get it out. And I need to do this myself, and I have been doing this, but really change it up. Get a change of scenery. This is going to help you clear up your mind 100%. Also, let's say that you drive the same way to work every day. Take a different route. Literally, put on different music, put on a podcast, listen to Whitney's World, do something, but change it up. You have to get out of the normal, mundane bullshit, because that's probably why you're in a bad mood. You're probably in a bad mood because you keep getting the same thing day in and day out. And guess who's responsible for that? You. So change it up. Number 2, practice gratitude. Gratitude is number 1, like highest frequency when it comes to manifestation. If you are not grateful for what you have, the universe is not going to bring you more. Fact, fact, fact. Truth, bomb, boom. If you're not grateful, you're not getting more. So be grateful. Every night, write down 3 things in detail you're grateful for. And if you literally say, my cat, my dog, my house, I'm going to come through this camera and get you, because you need to be way more grateful for that. We live in a time where there is so much that we can be grateful for. And if you are in a hard time and you are in a bad mood, the only way to get yourself out is to literally force your brain to think about, what the hell can I be grateful for? Because I feel like my life is crumbling down. And to pull yourself out of that, you need to, you have fresh drinking water that you can shower with, bathe with, drink water. Like, water is such a powerful tool. If you don't know about water, you should start doing some research on like water, because there are some crazy, like, water, it holds memory. So you should bless your water before you drink it. But anyway, like, the trees outside, the birds in the sky, the cars on the road, the billions of people in the world that are waiting for you to wake up and bring some type of service to the world so that you could be paid in an abundant way. Like, you need to really pull out of your mind, what can I be grateful for in this moment? Electricity, hot water. I went to Colombia last year. Is that last year? Yeah. No water heater. Be grateful that you have a water heater. Imagine having to take a cold shower and not being able to take a warm bath. Go take a bath. Like, you are in control of your mood based off of how you are perceiving your life. Practice gratitude. Number 3, move your body. Physical activity, even for a few minutes, is the best way to release endorphins and improve your mood naturally. So even if you did some jumping jacks, I got a rebounder, like the little trampoline. So do that. Like, go on a walk, lay on your grass and look at the clouds. Like, how can you move your body? Open your heart, stretch, do some yoga, like jump rope, anything, move your body. That is going to release endorphins so that will enhance your mood automatically. You can even play some EDM music. Put on some John Summit and dance around for a minute. Okay. Number 4, connect with a friend, a loved one. Sometimes just picking up the phone and hearing someone's voice is really all you need. Sometimes you just need someone to tell you a funny story and laugh with them, or give you some words of encouragement. But connect with someone. That's a good way to uplift yourself. Maybe if you're feeling isolated or alone, just asking someone, like, tell me something. Can you please tell me something, that I've done for you good in my life? Because right now I'm like kind of in the dumps and I really need to like know that I've helped you in some way. Yeah, you remember that time we went to Mexico and I don't know what you did. Maybe you took shots at the bar and fell off and made people laugh. Like, I don't know what you did, but asking someone for either some type of laughter or of affirmation of something good that you've done in their life can really help you. And this can really boost you out of a bad mood. This is 5. Listen to music. Watch something uplifting. I really love, like I said, Abraham Hicks. She has like 15-minute segments all over YouTube. Sometimes if I'm like kind of not feeling that good or my mind's spiraling, I'll turn that on and that really gets me going. It just sets me in a good mood and it like reminds me of my power. Obviously, EDM music is my number 1. You can also scream, punch your pillow, practice mindfulness and deep breathing. Mindfulness is my favorite subject. Being mindful, mindset is everything. Your mind is the divine center of operation, meaning your mind is running your life. So when you become mindful, this really changes everything. You need to be mindful. And if you like breath work, one exercise that you can do is the box breathing. So it's 4 in, holds for 4, out for 4, holds for 4. So you're like a box. So in, hold, out, 4, hold, 4. And do that for 3 minutes. That will really get blood flowing, makes you mindful. You can be the observer for a minute, but really just like settling into your body, creating safety in your body through the breath. The breath is everything. We take such shallow breaths, but really we need to be breathing deeper and letting it out. Breath is life. Okay. Number 7, do something creative. Paint, draw, write, type something, cook. Maybe you like to cook. Anything, just get out of your head and in a more positive flow. Being creative, we are creators, created in the image of God. So we are creators. Anything that we can do to be creative is really going to get us in a positive mindset. Give yourself a small treat. Okay. I don't know why we're not taught this. I've been really doing this and giving myself chocolate, or like I'll make a cup of tea at night or get my favorite snack, has really helped me. And like the thing about it is be conscious while you are eating it. Be thankful. Be like, oh, I'm so thankful for this piece of chocolate. Caramel chocolate's my favorite. I just love that it's milky and it melts in my mouth and it tastes so good. Like savor it. Like really be in the moment with your little treat you're giving yourself and be thankful for it. When you give yourself a treat and you're thankful, your body is going to receive it and it's going to change everything for you. And then really quick, last thing I'm going to say on getting yourself out of a bad mood, because that's really it. Like getting out of a bad mood, you can shift that pretty quickly. You just have to like make a choice to get out of a bad mood. When I moved to Florida, I was a huge stoner. I smoked so much weed. It was wild. And that was something I quit because I needed to, because it started to really, it made me depressed. It made me start spiraling like in a negative way. And I was like, it like made me so lazy and it made me not want to do anything. And when I moved here, like I needed to do stuff. I couldn't just sit in my house and be stoned. Like I needed to be out networking, meeting people, closing deals, like doing the thing. So I know that marijuana helps a lot of people, but if it is something that is holding you back, stop doing it for a while. Because when I quit smoking, like I do occasionally if I'm with people, but when I quit smoking daily and by myself, it really changed everything. Then I quit drinking back in May, and I talk about this. When I quit drinking, that really changed everything for me as well. Drinking started to become very negative in my life, and I was drinking way too much, and then I was waking up hungover. I was waking up not feeling good. And so maybe for you, it's time to feel who you are without all of the external substances trying to make you feel better. Maybe for you to get out of a bad mood, you need to actually know yourself and be sober for a while. And I promise you, if you do it, it's going to change your life. It seriously is going to change your life, because when I started to just be with myself, I was way more clear-minded. I get way more done, and I'm way more inspired. So that's just what I've done to get me out of a bad mood. And another thing is to read. Reading self-help books, listening to podcasts, elevating your mind and learning is going to be the best way to get out of a bad mood. And again, Abraham Hicks has been a huge part of my journey of like getting out of a bad mood and just being with myself and learning my power and learning who I am and knowing I'm a creator and that I came here to create and not to be beaten down by life. So that's really what I recommend. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I want to know, like, how do you guys get out of a bad mood? What are you guys doing? Is there anything I missed? Because I want to know. We all need to know. We're all here doing this together. And that's it. So I love you guys. As always, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go.